Welcome back, everyone, to week 5 of the LEC. What a wonderful picture. As we are joined by the birthday boy, I would say man, actually, himself, Jankos, after G2 just ends Rogue's winning streak. 8 games, Jankos, and you just said, no, it's my birthday, F off.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, though, this week was pretty important for us. Not because of my birthday, also, of course, but because we won 0-4 the last couple of games. So it's really nice that we could end our lose streak yesterday and then, keep win streak up. And then, of course, beating Rogue is very important for like the playoff seed. So that's nice as well.
Yeah, super important. In terms of picks and bans on Euphoria, you did say that maybe you didn't think you had the right meta read as of recent. Not really sure what your priorities were. Seemed like we had a different approach this week, also yesterday versus Astralis. How happy were you with the draft that you got your hands on versus Rogue?
I mean, I think we had pretty good drafts, especially today, right? I think the draft against Rogue was actually very straightforward. That's because, I mean, I'm just not sure about the Volibear Sejuani rotation for 5. I think this is the only question, number one. Mm-hmm. I think that Rogue draft is actually very good as well, but I just feel like the 4-5 is like weird. They really have to get ahead, right? And I think we had some drafts in the past where during our lose streak where we also drafted in a way where if we fall behind, it's hard to play, right?
Yeah.
And we did tend to fall behind quite a lot lately, and that was due to individual mistakes. So I wouldn't say that, I mean, first of all, our meta read was not good. Second of all, we were just like so boosted individually, it was just hard to play.
It happens sometimes. Jamada, I saw a lot of chatter about the Sejuani specifically. He's also calling out 4-5. What do you think?
Yeah, it looks kind of strange from our perspective as well. I was going to pick your brain. I mean, you've kind of given me the answer already. It's like, has it even been something you've seen in scrims at the very least? Obviously, like, don't directly leak who's been playing what, but like 12, 13. Has it even shown up? Volibear as well got heavy enough. Like, it just genuinely looked like a very strange rotation from Rogue in general.
I mean, I think that Malrang was out of champions because he tends to play a lot of tanks, right? And like there's so many jungle bans that when I take away this in, it feels like he would play Lee Sin, but then he chose not to and he logged in the Volibear, which is nerfed this part, right? For the Sejuani, I feel like that's due to them. I don't know. I actually really don't understand because Amumu was open and normally people would play Kalista Amumu, which would like be much better, I think.
Yeah. Do you actually think Amumu would have been harder to deal with than the Sejuani was in the end?
I mean, probably, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think that Sejuani could be really good if they fight a lot around bot lane, which they were trying to do, but we just didn't give them these fights, right? And it also felt like we had a lot of pressure in game, picking up the early Drakes and early Heralds. So I think that, I mean, they didn't play insane, but I also think that that 4-5 definitely will be discussed as soon as they go back to the gaming house.
Yes, it'll be. Did you see Odo's cosplay, by the way, when he came in? Did you see that? He was in full Star Guardian Ahri cosplay, and then he had to change before playing. So maybe that influenced a couple of things. I want to take a look at 2 fights. Baron fight. Which one is the good question? Let's see. Let's take a look. I think it was the one that you wiped them. I'm not sure.
I mean, this fight,
the first days,
Kalista is dead, so we are starting Nash, which is like pretty obvious. Now I'm going on Nar, which I could be like trolling kind of. But besides that, I think when Azir jumps in, I think he makes a big mistake because even though he gets 2 people, he actually dies for it. I feel like if Azir is outside the pit and keeps autoing, we could be in a little bit of trouble. But as soon as Azir jumps in, there is just no threat on the carries anymore, and Talia is dealing with someone on the right side, and there is just dealing with Azir, and then we win the fight. And after the Nash, we said the game is won, which it was kind of won, right? But then I kind of entered at some point, which was not good. But yeah.
I don't know if it's this, but we want to take a look at this fight where Comp gets a triple kill. Yeah, I'd love your expert opinion on that one as well.
I mean...
Well, first this,
so we are killing Nar on side, which is very good play from BB and from Caps. And now we do have TP, right? So technically, if we fight here, it's not that bad. The only problem is though that Aphelios cannot really hit, and I'm just getting free hit and free one shot.
Yeah.
So the fight just starts really badly, and Azir is able to join a little bit faster. Tamkench has to use his Eid on me to save me, but that doesn't matter. And then our carries are kind of overchasing into top side and leaving us alone with Azir Kalista. But even if they don't, I still feel like the fight started badly, and I think I should just respect them more when my sides were making a play on the bot side. So definitely my fault, that play. I take it on myself. Of course, if I had a better team, we would probably win that fight. But with the team I have, I had to respect
him. You've been using up all the buffs, by the way. I know, like, with Cap's family was visiting, and then like you kept losing. Poor family. Then you have your family, you have birthday buff. It was enough. You finally have 2-0.
Actually, I think every time my family visits, I win.
Yeah.
So that's lucky, but they don't really visit maybe once a year.
Yeah.
So it's like, and yeah, it's my birthday, but they didn't really like plan on visiting on my birthday. It's just like we discussed it 2 weeks ago, and I said, "Oh, it's my birthday that week." Ah, yeah.
Okay.
So, everything came down, and I'm just happy that we could win 2-0 because we were struggling so much lately. We won 0-4 the last 2 weeks of LEC, and it was stressful for everyone, right? Everyone was like trying to think about how to make us better, and definitely if we don't break that lose streak, we would struggle to make it to playoffs.
Yeah.
Right now, we are not even in safe position with these 2 wins. We still have to struggle. Yeah. We have BDS that has their only win against us.
Yeah.
Next week, and Team Vitality that is, on and off, depends
kind of a
on the day.
match also.
So yeah, exactly. So I'm definitely looking forward to playing. I'm super excited, but at the same time, yeah, we are just trying to make playoffs.
Thank you for making our storylines easier. GT was struggling to get into playoffs. But for your birthday, you also get the Kia Player of the Game. I will say, I think this was a little bit birthday influenced. What do you think?
Yeah. I mean, I think that I didn't play bad, but I also didn't really play that great. I had decent early game. But I still think that BB was playing very well with Gwen, right? Putting a lot of pressure. I think Caps had some decent team fights. So, I mean, I wouldn't say that anyone of us was shining a lot, but I feel like it's probably the birthday.
Yeah. On the birthday, 27, congratulations. I know that G2 loves to make content about Grandpa Jankos, Grandpa Jax, whatever. Oh, well, I guess he's on the market, whatever. So, but how do you actually feel about it? Because you are a good deal older than most of your teammates, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's fine. So yesterday I would probably play better because I was still 26. But today I'm a bit worse, right? I'm 27. The day changes so much. Just one day makes a big difference. And my hands just when I woke up today, my fingers are oh my God, it's so stiff. I can't.
Oh no. Yeah.
So anyway, I think it's okay until I play and I believe I can be good. I don't actually care that much about my age. And I also think that the average age of esport player will go up. And I think it's when people retire, it's mostly to them losing passion and not playing as much than them just being older and older. Of course, that can impact you as well, right? But I feel like my role in the team currently is not that of someone who is 18 and is purely relying on mechanics. So I'm hard chilling, and I think it's fine.
It's also when people get married and get children and stuff like that. That's when everything happens. That's when
I wouldn't know.
Plumi buff, anyone? So before we let you go, the match of the week is Fnatic versus Excel. Actually, it's also Fnatic's birthday. They are turning 18 years old. I think they're wearing special orange jerseys for the occasion. What is your prediction, Jankos, for Fnatic Excel?
I met Mickey and Wunder just before coming here. Yeah, I wanted to just flex on you.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I think I don't actually know. I think Fnatic is in a slump, of course. Nice storyline right there. Excel did bounce back yesterday, another storyline. But I think probably I would give it to Fnatic. I think they have to win, and I think under pressure they should be able to perform better.
If Fnatic end up losing, do you think they will still make playoffs?
I mean, they still play against us, right?
Okay.
And lately, you know what I mean. So anyway. For me, it's very exciting that this split it's so even with the scores, and top 7 is quite close. And we could see G2 not making playoffs. We could see Fnatic not making playoffs. We could see Excel or Misfits. Of course, Excel and Misfits would be the least shocking. I feel considering the last playoffs. But besides that, I feel if we don't make playoffs, Fnatic don't make playoffs, or Excel even that started the split so dominant, and we're not that bad last playoffs, I feel it'll be a banger. So.
But the big stage in Malmö is coming.
Yeah, I mean, many of my fans when I'm streaming tell me that they bought the tickets. Yeah, fun. Yeah. Many of my people that watch me for fun and like to make fun of me.
But
so
they say they want to come.
They definitely say that they bought tickets for Malmö and they want to see it. They want to see us there.
See.
And, well, yeah, they want to see us. I mean, we'll see, We'll see.
Yeah.
For now, we have to make playoffs.
We're not jinxing it. You want to make playoffs, for sure. We need to move on, although this has been very, very fun. But there's just one game that remains today, a pivotal fight in the race for playoffs. Fnatic and Excel Esports face off in the LG Ultra Gear Match of the Week.